Sanje Chodan Soje Chonan La Shancha Pada Dana Chapsan Dape Chiche Jepe Sonanji Chola Penche Sanje Rupa Sho Sanje Chodan Soje Chonan La Shancha Pada Dana Chapsan Dape Chiche Jepe Sonanji Chola Penche Sanje Rupa Sho Sanje Chodan Soje Chonan La Shancha Pada Dana Chapsan Dape Chiche Jepe Sonanji Chola Penche Sanje Rupa Sho. 2 or 3. You done 3? Okay. That's good. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Good. Good morning. Good morning, Major. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You are here?
Good morning.
Good morning. You are back to home, Laura?
Yes, Geshe, yeah, I'm back home.
Okay, good, wonderful. Okay, good morning, everyone here. You are comfortable? Weather's okay? You need heat? Really? Yeah, a lot of it, right? A lot of it. Okay, we're going to learn meditation, okay? Just feel comfortable, with much that you can. Just, usually if you meditation a long time, like maybe hours, then you need to sit the position 7 or 8, and that way. But for us, just a couple of minutes is okay. Just make sure comfortable. Because our body position is not comfortable, we are difficult to move. We cannot, we think that we cannot concentration. We think that our position here. We are distracted. Therefore, just relax, comfortable. Then if you want to open your eyes or close your eyes, it's fine. The first, try to relax your body, as I usual. Start from your head. Relax your head. And relax your brain. Relax your right shoulder. And the left shoulder. The upper back. Lower back. The right leg. The left leg. And chest. And stomach. Now focus your breath. Breathe in and out a couple times. Just awareness. When you breathe in, you feel or you think. You breathe in and out also. Then focus your mind. Then visualization in front of you, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. I will see the pictures or statues as like that, or whatever you like to visualization from you. Just focus that. For to make connection ourselves and the image of the Buddha. The Buddha means also that one of the men, and around there was all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, like hundreds, thousands, billions around there. As ourselves, also not just by myself, all the mother sentient beings around with us to make connection for God, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. Then visualization, we receive the blessings from the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, dissolves our body, purify for all the emotions, negative thoughts, the sickness, to love wash away. Then again, the blessing come from all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas' heart, resolves for our body, and our feeling become like warm, peace, relax. Also, you should think for I receive the blessings to purify all the obstacles in my life, my activities, to do something to benefit other sentient beings. Feeling the peace, relax, come out of our body like white cloud and share for all mother sentient beings. And everyone's relax, enjoy. Try to ourselves become more relaxed, peace. Okay. Good morning. Maybe he got a message, don't you? He's not here. Maybe he got difficult. Some to join that. Maybe some problem for the Zoom. Are you guys okay? You have difficulty with that join the Zoom?
Yeah, the links were different.
The internet's no good. That's long.
Yeah, it was a little bit different today. There were some problems.
Two different links?
I'm not sure what the problem was exactly. There were
Yeah,
some,
Jennifer said she had 5 times.
yeah, it took me like 3 times.
They have some problems for everywhere. Some obstacles. Okay. Anyway, well, let me talk to you the difficulties. Hello, how are you? Are you come to new here? Are you new? Welcome, then you know. So very good. Very good. It isn't so gotcha. Don't do the co website chicken. Co website chicken somebody. Yeah, it comes to send you something.
Okay, he said, okay, thanks. I said,
Okay,
I
thank
said you should check.
Yeah.
Again, check.
Thank you, yeah.
try.
Or you message come here also. I can see. Okay, you like to see the chairs, whatever comfortable, okay? You don't have to be very serious. It's your first time come here, okay? Because we talk about, we also people enjoy the Zoom, then they have some Zoom problem, they will discussion that. I think that now there's what you won't get. Okay, how's you guys day yesterday? Everyone enjoy hard working? Yesterday, the people working very hard here to clean up. It's wonderful to preparing for next week event. It's next week or this week?
Can you believe it?
Yeah, it's September. Wow. Summer is very short. Then we Maybe Zoom is, sorry you guys, we lost out. You guys here? You can hear, right? Good. Where do you want to go? We didn't see you guys. Anyway, the internet problem, Zoom link problem, Amazon or no Amazon problems. Okay. Anyway, it's not big deal. Sometimes happen is nothing to certain. There's nothing to 100% for this war, right? Nothing to 100% that way. Maybe that one thing. Maybe goal is always goal. Goal is always goal, right? Whatever you make as goal. Anyway, therefore we say, according to Buddhism, try to control our mind is not too tight. Just relax your mind. It's like goal. It makes our always peace, relax, calm. Okay? This is like a Buddhism idea to how to practice. There's so many books, but it takes time. There's so many things to study. The study is not, we need to also how to put into practice. Like that, okay? Now I'm going to talk about this text. There are so many outlines. The first, let's say, they need to it's like an author, the quality of the author, right? Who read the author. Sometimes you have difficult to come join the hour, so author, right? Author. And I think we authors, good or bad, it really doesn't bother us. I think we need to qualify for the teacher. We need to the first, according to Buddhism, or everywhere. Whatever we need something to learn, we need a teacher, right? Without teacher, we couldn't do much. Even the worldly things. Even how to cook, we need to teacher. Someone teach us. Therefore, the Buddhism or this religion or that talk about is not thinking about this life. To whole time interview enlightened. What it means enlightened is when you free from the sufferings. The sufferings not means like very major problem. Something makes you unhappy and peace. This is because suffering. Therefore, when you free from that, then you become enlightened. Can understand like that, right? Anyway, there's a force you need to find the teacher. And according to Buddhism, some students, search the teacher for like 12 years. And therefore, teachers are very important for our practice. That means also you need to teach a very high throne, very famous, almost not talk about that. Who has some connection, calm connection with you. You can say like that now, as you for us, we are maybe most 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, 60, 70, we're not 80 yet. But we meet here not many years. How long? Why that long takes long? There are all teachings going on before us, right? I think Tibetan Buddhism also come here in 1940s, the first time. Then other Buddhism come from maybe years. But for us, takes how long take? But we have some connection, slowly built. We just made that. It shows, doesn't matter he or she, practice here or that. If you don't have the karmic connection, you don't go that direction. Like that way. Therefore, the teacher, we need to find true karmic connection, some many lives. Then when you meet that, then we have to check ourselves. What the quality of the teacher, what he or she study, is really follow the Buddha's teaching or not. Oh, he or she is very scholar, blah, 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 blah. He said that. Then he said, okay, how he or she, their own practice, then, right? The practice is not you have to tell them to do every day. Or my teachers in meditation, or not like that. How we talk, how we act, all different activities. I think one teacher told me like that, he said, whatever he learns from Dalai Lama, when he gives speech, he tries to speech like his own Dalai Lama. Like even he teach some politics, he taught to like what Dalai Lama doing. He teach some Dharma way, he taught to like how to Dalai Lama doing. If he meets some people, how to act, but act Dalai Lama. That's really follow the teachers, student follow like that. Because if you have karmic connection, the quality teacher, whatever he or she do things, also like we also follow like that. We like connect with that. Therefore, they say you have to also what he or she doesn't matter. You are very scholar, doesn't matter. How he, she practice Dharma, what he or she learned that. Are you guys here? It's okay? Okay. Well, I thought some just, I don't see, maybe they don't hear. It looks maybe Damshi doesn't get a chance to join that. Like that, okay? Then we find the teacher. I'm not talking about, you find me, okay? Someone, I did tell, one time, someone said, this teacher is very, very, very valuable, very, very important. You guys very lucky. You all, get that transmission from me. But I'm very fortunate. I never get the chance to receive the teaching. I'm not I said, you have to find the teaching is not me, okay? I'm not talking about me. Just generally, we need to qualify teacher means something connect with us. It doesn't matter he or she, right? Then we need to find their quality. For example, if you have friend smoke, you will go to easy, very easy to go smoke. If you person to like drink alcohol, you're very easy to also go that direction. Like without being go to high school, college, kids, right? I think we are already grow up is maybe not their problem like that. Therefore, whatever you teacher doing things also you really follow like that way. Therefore, you need to right teacher and qualify. Then what he or she doing like activity, body, speech, mind. Then could you follow like that way? Then after the another category say, then you find the teacher, then we need to also teaching. The teaching is not contradictory. Today say one, tomorrow say one, not like that. Basically, Buddha also give 3 different teachings. They're all different, it's not same, but they're different meanings. Is correct? You can say different meanings. It's like that. Therefore, the teachers teaching was not today one, tomorrow one, different. It's not contradicts for the teaching. Okay? And yes.
So I found all of the original material, like for instance, the introduction to Buddhism, well, very easy and obvious, very easy to commit to, very comfortable. And then, the lessons on patience and so forth, I was very comfortable with all of that. But I found the Lam Rim kind of more challenging and more intense. So I don't know if anybody else ever experienced that or found it that way, but it was almost more of a little bit out of my comfort range, in a sense of I was started to try to believe in it, even though it wasn't obvious to me. I don't know.
Example what?
I was afraid you were going to say that.
No, it's good. It's good to also ask.
The only example I can think of was maybe references to, if you get angry, for example, you will lose merit going back until forever. And so that, to me, was a little bit uncomfortable and stressful in a way that made me feel like this is going to be impossible for me to accomplish this, because I get mad. I don't get crazy mad, but I get a little bit mad regularly. So just as an example.
Good. The sun coming, winter we have big snow, right? Big snow. We have big snow in winter time, but sun come, they destroy it. It's nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, anger destroy for marriage is nature. This all contradict each other. Contradict, you say? We call it.
Contradict, oppose.
Counteract.
What can destroy? There's so many ways, but the anger is the one of the man.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Anger is the man things to bring all the problems. Right? Even you touch me, you just don't do anything, you just stay there, it's okay, it doesn't matter. Anger shows to very roughly. Like cancer, meaning you kind of very high level or too long, they will really damage our body like that. Anyway, this is too good. That shows, how anger is strong or powerful. They will try to everyone not get mad. It also means not you destroy totally, but it makes you the less power to, how you say,
Weaker.
yeah, weaken your positive karmas. Does it make sense? What do you think? That's the what do you think? But yeah.
It makes sense to me that anger is very destructive, and so it has ripple effects.
But also you create the merit thousands, billions, times, strong passion, conjoined with the understand emptiness and bodhicitta, humongous. Then we say, I do every day what I still have a lot of problems because we create problems every day.
Create.
Yeah.
We create problems, yeah.
Every day just. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anyone have any different something to describe or experience to say something? Yes, Deborah.
I've had a similar thought that makes it seem like it's impossible to ever accumulate enough merit if one moment of anger causes so much damage. Like if we never follow the path and get enough merit to, reach liberation or Buddhahood. I've had that thought also.
But if you
No,
dedicate
you have to fix that. How you fix that?
you have to dedicate it, before you have that.
Yeah, that's good. That's one good one. Therefore, Buddhism, you can see the texts always First motivation, then action, last it is all dedication. Dedication or dedicate.
Dedicate is the act, dedication is the noun, you know, like, so you have to dedicate it.
Okay, we dedicate, like we put the money in saving account. And put saving account, I don't know, I'm not money person, but you put that, you don't, that doesn't, destroy something, right? You put say like that. If you dedicate, then it doesn't destroy. They're not just something unawakened. It never feels not like that. You dedicate Buddhahood for benefit for all other sentient beings, then it doesn't destroy. If you didn't dedicate, then leave that, that'll be dangerous, make you more weak. Okay?
So if you mean that, you just have to persistently try to train yourself
Yeah.
to control your anger.
Oh, yeah.
Is that, yeah.
Yeah.
Merit that you put into the savings account, you've dedicated that merit, that can't be touched.
Yeah, like not touched.
Okay. That's good.
Don't say that, okay? Don't say that. One example is if you dedicate that until you reach that level, it doesn't destroy. You can use the always like that.
So very important to have that dedication.
Yeah, dedication is very important. Therefore, we always text, every text prints have also end, you have to dedicate. Okay? Like that, you have to close door. You go to wherever, you have to close door, right? You leave it open, then how to go inside. Anything is like, there's nothing the Buddhists are very complicated, they do something. No. If you close, do frigid, close that. Like example, dedicate means close. With that, then just close that. Okay? Then means like big sense, right? If you don't close, then they're dangerous. If you don't switch off something, then you get a lot of bills. Or you water just put the sink, don't close, all the water is gone. Like that. Those things, cause obviously, yeah, it's wicked, this real wicked things happen, right?
Yes, yes.
It's like that. It's not something about Buddhism is like totally different way.
Okay.
Okay? Then like that. Then also the Buddha teaching we need to understand all the different to understand for talk about me. If you talk about or he's talk about or he talk about him, then one time, our teachers in monastery, they always, maybe you can call it Tamchu. Maybe he didn't get, yeah, maybe he didn't know how to connection. We say, okay, he's bad person, or she's bad person, or that bad person. Only good person is you. If you go to like some event, use a body, you can maybe you go to maybe a family meeting or family gather together. You can say, okay, she's very nice. She's not nice. Last, only good person you. Like that, right? They were not like that. In the teaching, you should think or talk for me. That is really work for our daily life. Okay? Like that way. Then slowly, when you do that, then all the delusion minds to reduce slowly. You can check who's come here before and right now. Compare you own luck. How do you think daily life? How situation like same situation come before I become like miserable.
Two different links, maybe it's on the right link. You see there's two different links.
Maybe you can send her
Maybe
to
you-
a red link. Yeah, how you got it, Laura? How you got it insight? How
What's
do you
that?
get in? You can do you have
At
the
first I used the calendar link to add, you want to didn't work, and on the home page.
Damshi doesn't get in.
Yeah, the emails are delayed. They were delayed for me and then they suddenly came. Like first I didn't get any email to confirm and then suddenly I got, because I kept pushing resend email, I suddenly got a bunch of emails. That's what happened for me anyway.
I used the.
Yeah, that's what happened. It's like
Yeah, I
6
know,
times.
that's what happened.
Yeah, I had that.
I used the calendar. That was,
He got the Zoom.
You can get it
How many
without,
people are on there?
Station.
You have to resend it, and then you have to.
7.
7 people?
Yes, yes, other people are walking. They're all here.
Call him and you put him on speaker on your phone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, doesn't it, we have not much to do, right? It doesn't work.
Yeah.
People put their way. Like that, okay? Then what we talk about? Yeah, always the teachings or like jealous, anger, judgment, hatred. Or then we talk, oh, maybe he's talking about me. It's not talking about me, I'm talking about you. But the teachings talk about me. If you feel that, we're able to fix. If you don't able to understand that way, then it doesn't get for us. It's, oh, he's talking about him. She's talking about that. You talk about other people. Is that okay?
Maybe we can get another cell phone, so we call Damsho from that cell phone and put him on the speaker.
Yeah, I can't do it online because it's gonna die. You want to try that?
Well, what do you mean die?
No battery.
Oh,
I
you
don't
have
have my phone.
Here's my phone.
Good.
I got my
Your phone?
What do you want, Vina?
Do you want to call Damcho and see if he wants to try to come in by speakerphone?
Oh, okay.
I think it's on the- Whatever you-
What's the number?
Anyway, like that, okay? Therefore, this text talk about for all those things. Then after you the front and then okay, how Dharma fix our people's problems. Then there are all so many different categories. Then it's slowly also there one text also they combine all the categories. Some of them who practice long term, they also memorize the categories, then meditation that way. It's very important. And the one of the now is the phone.
His voice went up.
Yeah, anyway, therefore in Buddhism they talk about also impermanent. Impermanent is very important to our daily life. We have very strong, mind. Things always like same. They have to always like same. Not that things always change. If our life will always change every day, if able to understand that way, then if big things happen here, we have a lot of complicated to, the internet is not working, the Zoom is not working. It's okay, it's possible. It's nothing to, it shows it does not exist inherently. Right? If it is exists inherently, then they have to always same. But it's not same always. It shows it's not exist inherently. It is also permanent, impermanent.
It doesn't exist inherently, it's impermanent.
Yeah, impermanent. Okay? There's nothing to surprise. It works, it not works, it's okay.
Hey, Damcho, it's Jennifer.
Yeah, you don't have to talk with
Yeah,
it.
my phone's about to die, so. All right. So is this a good time for you?
No, just put the speaker, then it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, put the volume.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
Thanks,
good.
everybody.
Good. Can you hear? Oh, good. Yeah, 전 저쪽으로 돼.
명확히마다 가르쳤어.
좀 고좀 주지. 제가 먼저.
수,
야, 내려야.
수치가 도움되면서 내 인터넷 말에 인터넷에 따라 들으셔도 정말 못.
아마 내려야 맞지. 뭐 되지.
어?
뭐 되지.
그래.
야,
그냥 다 나이거든.
나 고소랑 대신 튀어내라고 가르쳐 준 것이.
양조지. 몰라 이도 내 미셔다 수치가 도움 못했어.
되지. 내가 로라 캐는 마거트 캐리 메커
그래.
에미 내가 가도 되지.
가래는 게 내가 지금도 캔서.
Very easy. How you get current? How you got Laura inside? Simple, it was simple.
I ended up having to use the link on the homepage. On the calendar, I don't think it was, but,
Homepage is long.
okay,
Go
that's
to the
one.
calendar. I always updated the homepage is not updated.
Okay, well, I used one or the other and got in, but I had to try like 5-6 times.
Yeah.
아니 구르쿠라 웹사이트 거는 넣었던 거다.
I didn't tell you to show you that.
나 예전에 웹사이트 시작해서 넣었고.
You couldn't go to the center website.
Oh, you couldn't.
I can't get into the Kurukulla Center website, even the www.kurukulla.org, even that doesn't load up.
Okay, this is problems. That is okay. No problem. That is.
Jennifer, what did you try? Which site did you try? You said.
Pardon?
What did you try to get into the?
I think I did what everybody else did. You just hit the link and then you just keep trying it over.
Yeah,
and over.
one doesn't work, you have to another one. I think that's true. I
This is
think-
Kurukulla.org, right? I can't even load that page.
You can
Can I get a Zoom ID or the Zoom ID and the password
Yeah.
without
I
logging?
Yeah, I had to keep requesting a new, and even registering many times.
Yeah, I can't even get to the Kurukulla.org website.
Okay, you have some, maybe some, what we call it,
Huh?
what is that? Yeah, sometimes it's come up and also I didn't go in that. Like there's some, how to,
Is there other way to go?
you want something? How you, do you want to go? Kurukulla website?
Without the Kurukulla.org, can I get to the Zoom? Can I get the Zoom ID and password? No, right?
I'm gonna try it from here.
Yes, there's a meeting
Yeah,
ID.
There's a way for you to share.
It doesn't see here.
Yeah, but you can share, you can,
Can somebody register for me?
yeah, right here.
Can somebody register for on my email?
Okay,
You
thank
can
you.
share that, yeah,
There's a number,
yeah, meeting ID.
okay? Write down the number, okay?
Okay, hold on a second. Let me just get to
Oh,
the Zoom.
no, you want the meeting ID right here.
So I'm
The
sorry, I
meeting
just sent
ID
you
is
the meeting ID.
864-5578-56.
Okay,
Okay,
that she said.
great. And then the passcode, give him
Okay,
the
she got-
passcode.
she said that.
Which one is that? Who sent me what?
Laura.
Yeah, I sent you an email with the meeting ID and
Laura,
passcode,
thank
Damsha.
Yeah, somebody whoever.
Where did you send me?
To Tsering Lama email address.
To the email?
Yeah. Tsering
Okay,
Lama,
saying,
Damsha
oh,
88.
Laura, okay, Zoom ID,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
hold on a second. Yep, I'm opening it. So let's see.
That's a nice, let me finish, okay, now finish. Class finish. He's coming.
One more hour to go, Geshe.
Huh?
One more hour to go. You can't finish right now. You can't take off.
We finish.
You have 1 full hour to go.
We need finish.
All right, so it's 6,
Got it?
5, 5, 7, 8. 5, 6, 8.
Facebook is better. At least they can hear. Yeah.
Okay, so
One per minute.
6.
Anyway,
7.
this is impermanent, okay? Problems changing is very teach for us to, okay. Be patient, don't surprise. It'll be possible, okay? So sometimes people go really smooth. He say, oh,
Okay.
something go really well, something go strong.
5, 5, 6,
Okay.
5, 6.
Okay? That for us to teach. Someone say you can just come to Facebook. Okay? Anyway,
Okay.
Buddhism talk about impermanence is exactly happening right now for us. Just for our daily life. Everything sometimes will go very well for our daily life. We're very happy. Said, don't be too surprised. It will change a moment. Something very sad, terrible to happen. Don't be too sad. It will change. It's not horror. This is like, always that. That what this teaching talk about that, impermanent. Then they talk about cause effect. Tibetan called karma. People say, this is karma, this is my karma. Karma is not really something to also talk about for cause reality. Everything is impermanent, right? Needs to cause condition. When all cause conditions come, then the result become over that. It will come. Straightening you don't get? I think today the internet is very bad, and people there also don't say that. Like that, then talk about cause and condition, cause and effect. And according to how to get out that things, then we got 3 scopes. Small scope, middle scope. The small scope most practice for impermanent things. The middle scope most practice for the for samsara, reality. And we need to not enough to free from the sufferings of lower realms. We need to free from the samsara. Sometimes people say low realms. What's low realm? Low realms with us. You can see the luck, As humans, very heaven. We are very heaven. We think we are the terrible things, but we have a lot of problems. But we don't have problem. Like, compare the animals. Animals, belongs to people. They're very good take care. But some wild animals, some also large animals, like people use, to play or for eat. That's really haram, right? Some animals, some fishes, they cook before that they put hot water. There's obviously, right? These are haram. Then I don't know if we can, it's good or bad. In the hospitals, they play with according to keep the human's health or medicine. How many animals they play? Those things are wrong. The hunger goes, how many animals also doesn't get the food? You can see them in winter time, big snow coming. The little birds, what they going to eat? They don't have any fish. Those things, hunger goes. We don't need to Buddhism, or maybe somewhere in Hawaii, not like that. The animals you can see. I don't get pumped. What happened?
Yeah, I mean,
Recording in progress.
there we go.
We went to New York. Okay. We went to New York, Boston, Chicago. They come back.
Ja, gut, oder?
Like that, right? Now I have to use all the good. Hey, what happened here?
Yo, thanks, Laura.
And then the like,
You're welcome.
yeah, thankful, Laura, to fix the problem. Cheza, now I finished my English, okay? English need to also retirement. 제자 땅안도 단다 다 람람 이따ken 롱마로 mambo 체지 다 양조 가상도 디바라다 아니 슈주데 마차바지 다 양조 람람 고투르다.
So we took a break, from the Lamrim teaching for a little while, and then we went into the Guide to the Buddhist Way of Life, which we completed last week. That's the chapter on patience, right? And now we're resuming, back to the Lamrim, or the graduated pathway enlightenment.
Okay. 제다다 딩헬라 I talk a little bit broken English. I'm going to repeat a little bit more. 아니 가지 다 람람 디나라 간소 메시지기지. 소주고 삼로 땅 소주고 소원제 아니 된리콜라다 소되게 그래.
So this Lamrim, talks about the whole thing in our life and how we put the practice in our life.
근데 저회 전에 아니 가로서 비제 나한테 줄라야 로종 체크가 조직 아니 지금 8%씩 요래서 간지 8%에 군도다 비서도 봐주 쭉 조심을 지금 그래.
And then so one part of it is the six perfections, the teaching on the six perfections.
아니 대거라 아니 지금 점담하고 소소고 지금 따와 아니 꼬마세 양가도 지금 그래.
Then after that, there comes the teaching on the middle way, or also there's the different view according to the different tenets.
아니 되는 것도 아니 지금 뇌세 지금 간지 남자다. 소 지금 샘컴당 아니 렌제가 남자당 잠리 차상당 지금 아니 공고래야 송은 뇌세 지요래.
And then there's the teaching called the Abhidhammakosha, or phenomenology, which talks about, this is not the part of the Lamrim, but it's some part of the Lamrim, but more in detail, and the studies, is on the Abhidhammakosha, which includes the teachings, on the karmic law of cosmic effect, about the world system, and so forth.
와, 아이고. 저지들에, 야, 내 좀 뭘 때문에 주시다. 저지들에, 아빠가, 아빠 거래. 여기서. 뭐야? 아니, 내 주려다가 아니, 나도 도와야지. 또 좀 거리야. 양으로서 배나 니마 찔래야 아무도 메시지 찔래야 아니 좀 가르쳐 손고 이메 리코치 요래.
Then there's another one called the Vinaya, or the teachings on the moral discipline, and it talks about kind of the vows or the rules that one is supposed to observe as a practitioner.
대리기 다 충분 거기다 가서 참아야 돼. 향수 그냥 가서 참아야 사상진 바이나 미상진만 소소 빨아라 좀 송가야 되는데 와 어디래라고 그래.
So the moral discipline, includes the vows, right? So the vows that we have taken, or the commitments, or the promises that we have made in our life, with each other, like with your the partners, like husband, wife, and so forth.
Right. 아니 뒤에 줄랑도 아니 세면 남자세. 다 리페가 남자세지. 다 단계에 맞고 점벌 보시. 아니 배회게 아니 배전 안 된가 아니 세력세지 거와. 단대 조직 지다 뭐뭐 지나가 땅가서 로그 남자 로그로 땅 로그 내가 제다 어디는 그렇지. 제가 하시게 돼야 될 거는 용는 거라.
And then there is the teaching on the valid cognition. So it's the valid cognition is all about mind. In our Tibetan Buddhism, like His Holiness has been promoting about Buddhist science. So like Buddhist science, it all talks about the Buddha and the valid cognition. the mind, that cognizes, and then the mind which came from past life to this life and goes from this life to future life and so forth.
어다 텐텔에 쇼가 말하고 다 도도 파 제오지나 너도 간주 부자다 제 텐조 부니자다 다 제제 말.
So these are the five great major, the five major texts that one studies, in the monasteries, to become a Geshe and like that. And so this is, I mean, if you want to go in more detail about that, then there's like the 200 or 100, volumes, of scriptures, 100 something volumes of scripture by Buddha. And there's a commentary to that, to those Buddha's teachings. There are like over 200 something volumes of scriptures, commentated by the great Indian masters.
Okay. 다 간다는 파션 세대 꼴이야. 슈 문제는 나도 자사도 solaya lo 된다. lo 된. 대로 세대 된다지나 취지 진행들 말에 곧 님마 된다지 님마 투는 되죠.
Look at this.
You got it?
You look at the line.
I think internet learns slowly. It will slowly go to tamchi, then comes slowly. 제가 가서 발생 것도 가서 자사도 solaya 로저 집을 가라야. 아니 지금 된다지나 님마 투고 로저 집을 대로 되는 거 보셔.
And so coming back to the perfections, the 6 perfections, so which called the measure on perfection. So that text on perfection, it's a quite a extensive text, and usually in the monastery, when the monks study to become a Geshe on that subject, then they spend like 7 years studying that, not just like 1 week a day, but 6 days a week, like 6 days a week they study, and then it takes about 7 years to complete the studies on the perfections.
Okay. 다 되게 제자들 노동으로 디샤지도 다 남름도 나요. 남름 땅에 다 파싱이 로존 차상 요등이 제스미서 그러는데 이거는 답되는 거로 봐.
And so that teaching on the perfection, that the broad study that monks study in the monastery to become Geshe, is kind of abbreviated, all in a short form in the Lamrim. And so that's what we are going to discuss now, which includes all the meaning of the perfections.
Okay, therefore this is a small book. This is only one book, but then a lot of Buddha's teachings include that. And then 다 가장 먼저 닝할래야 아니 신년 된줄 단조니까 저와 못도 봐 렌데도 거 사마다가 롱에만 또 잡아래.
And so we have already gone through the studying starting from Guru devotion, and then the perfect human rebirth, and the karmic law of cause and effect, all this, right? So we have gone through that already.
아니 다 대내 강도 파지 다 저 전부를 남군요. 제발라 또다 상처섬 계단성 거를 이걸 제대로 봐.
And then we were talking about, I think we got to the section where it talks about the great scope. The great scope, or the great capable being, is the one who have generated it, right? So it starts with it starts with the explanation of how to generate bodhicitta, what is bodhicitta, and so forth.
어다 된대게 상처고 샘이 제와라 제타만도가 니요레스 나제 냠제 거의 상처 제타 식당 근데 명아딩이 냠네 제타 니요레스 다 고메가는 이제 고고이나 다만 디시제가 가가게 보여.
And then the way to generate bodhicitta, there are 2 different ways. One is called the equalizing and exchanging self with others. And then the other way is to develop the 7-fold cause and effect. So that's how it is explained as two different methods, to generate bodhicitta. But when you do the practice, you follow. I mean, you include both of them, both ways. You follow the both ways, to generate the bodhicitta.
Okay, did you finish that?
Yeah, actually, I think
That's
we,
all right.
we got up through, the 7-point mind training.
What,
So the criteria for having trained the mind.
what day, what day?
Yeah, we got up to outline,
The days.
362 basically is where we stopped.
Do you know what day that?
Let's see, day 20.
Day 20. That's good. That's very good. What day we have? Anyway,
I could not clearly hear what Damsho said was the second way to generate bodhicitta. I heard the first one, but
what the first one?
I didn't hear the second one.
What the first one?
The sevenfold cause and
What did you say? First one? First.
Changing self.
7-point cause effect.
Oh, 7. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
sevenfold
okay.
cause and effect in short.
What do you? The subject. I need to find where I stop. Okay.
7.4.
Or day 20. We are day 20.
Day 20, yeah.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. I'm just totally lost. Yeah, long time I forgot. Okay, therefore, Taina and Chudo Shanchu Sem Tan Tambushi in a Kadina, Shanchu Sem Bom, some of the Shanchu Sem the Kadil Chindumudichil, Tamadu Mamushetarawa.
So we have already talked about bodhicitta a lot, right? And His Holiness always been instructing or advising us to generate bodhicitta. So you guys, how do you identify bodhicitta? What do you identify bodhicitta as?
Okay, what kind of mind or what kind of thought you call bodhicitta?
It's the mind wishing to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of sentient beings.
Okay, what do you think?
Hey.
You become more. Not my faith was the problem. Okay, how bodhicitta become very powerful, very benefit for everyone. How? If you develop bodhicitta, then you become happy, successful. How can come?
You're talking about the benefits of
Yeah,
generating,
benefit, yeah.
Because you become a child of the Buddhas and you outshine the Shravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas. Are you speaking about that or how?
Yeah, how become like daily life for us to help. So nyere to all can be
Correct.
Shanjago semya gom tawayana, Shanjago sem chetawayana, so nyere to all can be.
So if you are able to generate bodhicitta, then how will that benefit in our day-to-day life?
Okay, of course we become Buddha, Bodhisattva, Buddha's son, but how become daily life to make more peace, relax. Okay, do anyone have bodhicitta? Maybe check it out. Sometimes. Okay, can you have some experience? Yeah.
We'll become more resilient in the everyday obstacles. Will benefit others. Become more happy and relaxed. That's like everyday thing. We overcome the everyday obstacles and get along with people better. We'll have more friends. All those things in this daily life.
We lessen our self-cherishing.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yes.
And we'll constantly be creating virtue.
Okay. or other people? What do you think? You have any thoughts?
You can understand if any person behave inversely, you can understand it's one of us, and that can be a mistake by any person. So we are all child of Buddha, and all these mistakes can be understandable if we generate bodhicitta.
Okay, Deborah.
Well, because there's less, more interest in helping others, there's more harmony in one's life.
Okay. How about them? What you thought? What do you think?
For me, it just makes me think that try to focus on the benefit of others and not for yourself. Just try to put others first as much as possible.
Okay.
I think that's the biggest thing for me, is putting others before self.
Good. The others means what? Who? Is someone we don't have connection?
Anybody.
Anybody special, anybody connect with us, our family members, our friends, our co-workers, our neighbors. We always put ourselves the first, right? Therefore, yeah, those things, and Rika said, and also Jennifer said, reduce our sub-grasping or sub-chasing, right? Me, I.
But it also fulfills our own aims as well as others.
Yeah. Like example, the mother walks for the child. Then she can do anything, right? She enjoy also do like that. People really, maybe some of the most doesn't, my child is terrible, I have to do so many things. Really, people doesn't do this. Like they really accept. They really accept, it doesn't bother. Right? 소수 맨날 밤에 미세 밤에 소수 부기를 제가 가지 걸리는 잡토 그러고 그 잡토 받을 소수 뒤깔에 제가 돈에 제도 그러고.
So like the parents can work very hard for the sake of their children, and then no matter how difficult it is, they will do the work for their children because they are able to bear the suffering for the sake of the children.
Right? It also doesn't make for them too difficult. Oh, I have to do so many things. I have to do. They don't think, they just accept. 제장 소수 accept 제도와 소수 논란 제도나 강이 강가 소수 때래 강이 총도 가이 강에 깔래나 깔래라 강에라 강에 총 말이.
So if you're able to bear it, or accept the suffering, then you will not feel like suffering. So because you don't feel like suffering, therefore you can easily do it.
Okay, think like that way. Therefore, this is the how bodhicitta is the more power, more benefit to ourselves. Because we have always problem. Why? We have very strong sub-grasping. Always say me, I'm the first. Therefore, if you have developed bodhicitta, that will reduce. Sometimes yeah, like that, okay? We need to something. What is Andro Kadina, Shancho Sem Lagra, Shancho Sem Kandijina, some chick members, so similar. Then there is something there, Shancho Sem Lago, you raise some like over. Cheddar tending a something, they so some combachella gum jobs.
So first you have to identify what bodhicitta is. What kind of mind is called bodhicitta. And so not just thinking, oh, what kind of mind would be a bodhicitta, not just thinking like that, but understanding bodhicitta. And then when you have that thought, when you try to develop that thought in your mind, of the bodhicitta, and then you try to familiarize with that, mind again and again, and that's called meditating on bodhicitta. Oh, we're not going to try to do that, okay? So first you have to identify what bodhicitta is, right? And you develop that mind, and then now try to get more familiar with that. So that's called meditation on bodhicitta. So now let's meditate on bodhicitta for a little while. And so now, just to make it a little simple, think of benefiting others. Say, I must benefit others. I must help others. I must benefit others. And now that thought, develop that thought, I must benefit others. And then see if you can place your mind on that thought.
Okay. Okay, let's start a little bit. Keep that thought a little moment, okay? Yep. Tendeke shancho sam jewa la, jen samje la pendo go jense, jen mewa yana, ane sozo chubu, ane deto go mewa kora samte tansho se. Kadi na sozo dro, ndu, nye, sam kare, chawa na jen la ra lage te kora samte tansho.
And now the reason why you have to benefit others is because because you are dependent on others. Whatever you do, you have to depend on others. Like when you're eating, when you're sitting, when you're sleeping, for everything, you have to depend on others. Therefore, you should benefit others.
Tiye kala jen tsama dewa ndoji dunga mundaba inba, ane sozo jinsong ibe kora samji tango re.
And on top of that, and think about all the beings, oneself and others, are equal in wanting to have happiness and not wanting any suffering.
Oh yeah. Good. Tu chine gomne ngone tani chedana, rani chinde dikpa kunji go, manu chinde yende kunji sho sonrwa. Cheda tani ga lo tu kom sozo ya lo ngone de chi chetawa yana, ane ngone chi nyere go tsola kange chongro.
So thinking in that way, if you are able to develop that mind, which is able to think that cherishing oneself is the doorway to all the torments, and cherishing other is the basis for all the good qualities. So if you are able to think like that, then all your day-to-day life's problems will reduce.
Okay, any thoughts you guys have? Any questions? Then next week, after we go there, then we go to text, okay? Yes.
I have a question about what you said before, about the Lamrim teaching about the lower realms. You said that the lower realms can be in our current world, right? Like the animal realm or the hungry ghost realm. what about the like the God realm or the demigod realm? Can that also be in our current world, or what do you make of?
난 대양 그 수수 삼만단단을 걔네 한테를 깨도 그래.
뭐 어떤 어디 가서 저번에 네가 말에 내가 파이 겨와다 늘 하마이 겨와다 여러 번.
아, 대요. 나도 여사들 내 되게 그래. 나도
저번에 네가
zamani 다 리저를 내가 손주 싸움치 되게 와다. zamani 대서 여기까지.
다 당도 더 저번에 있어요. 나도 때는 나도 디마라 리저를 여봐라.
쇼치 되게 와.
네. 나도 담볼인들 담볼에 나라라는데 가서 하유다 하마이 유 여러 번.
나도 여사 다르다 됐지 말이야. 소소도 그냥 레고 왕그
야와다 이다도 다라 여러 번.
어.
이나시드네 하다 하마이도 되나 다라 여러 번.
다대 나도 사이에 시와 나지 빼 시와 나지 되면 말이야. 빼들 샤치 그래요.
You can say similar to that, but of course, just like it is explained in the text, like where they talk about the Mount Meru, and then at that level, there's the 4 continents around the Mount Meru, and the southern continent is the continent called the Jambu Deva. That's the continent that we are in now, and the world that we live here is called the southern continent, and and when you count it that way, then of course it's different, right? So then it's to go up, on the top level of the Mount Meru. Then there is the God realm. It's called the 33 God realm, and then above that, then there's the monument. That's the starting with the desire realm God, and then there's a form realm God, and then a formless realm God. All these are considered in somewhere else, not in this world, but but similar to that. People with a very nice, luxury life, happiness, and no sickness, no suffering, like we do. Those can be considered as a God also.
나도 몇가지 들어왔구나. 메세거로 찍었다. 다 시가 나가 이제 다고 메세지고 강 요가데 샤 수수 부고 남이 타마 샤 요가데 로도 수수 주보.
Like some people, they live very very happy life. The whole life they're so happy. They have everything they want, money, the property, everything they have, and they have good family, and but at the end of life, then they have to leave everything this behind. And then there's a big, like sadness at that time.
대가래다 수수 그만 수수 나지 제나지 수수 왕다 톱다 그만지 제마도만다 셈바도 주유 자는 거예요.
So at the time when you're about to die, then you don't have that much of strength in your body, and then power to control others and so forth. So then, of course, naturally you become very kind of you lose the confidence, and you become less confident in doing the things or telling people to do the things.
제가 내가 손은 그 손음 싸주면 딘데블라 챈들 찍고 싶었잖아. 찍고자냐 손에 챈들라 담아도 나주고 시작하잖아. 아니 취체는 제매 왔다. 제가 심한 노력을 고 취체면서에다 아니 가로 되게 제가 심한 가오로다 신경 말아 간다.
So in Buddhism, we talk about the karma and its result, right? And the merit and so forth. So whatever good things that we have now in this life is because of our good merit and good virtuous actions or good merit that we have created in the past. And so when we use up that good merit, when we use the result of, when we experience the result of those good merits, then those good merits are gone already. And so what is left, is the non-virtuous actions, the results, and the imprints, right, karmic cause of the non-virtuous action, and so that's left, and then so therefore that manifests at the time, and then we die, or we part from this life with a very sadness. And then plus we don't know where we're going to be born in our next life.
당당하도 가지 불에 가지 보물에 가지 지제래 가지 스파디제래 가지 보직회래 가지 야래 야나래 나도 솔직히 남이야 소리 내가 키워요.
Whatever we are now, is not chosen by ourselves, right? Some of us are born in the West, some are born in the East, And some are born as a white, some are born as a brown, some are born as black, and so forth, right? Like Chinese, Indian, the Americans, and so forth. So who chose, or like a male and female, and so forth? So who chose that for us? Nobody, right? It's all decided by our own karmas. And then sometimes, like, we're born in a place where there's, famines or the wars going on all the time.
Okay, like that kind. We can think like that way. It's that way much easy to work. Everything is going on with us. Like karma, I was born Tibetan East, nomad area. I'm not planning to come here to talk with you guys. But after 30, 40 years, the karma just brings it all together. You guys have no plan, oh, I'm going to see the Tibetan monk, to listen to the teaching. Maybe 20 years, maybe 10 years, 5 years, you have no plan. But the whole karma bring together, we hang out here. You know, that shows we have some connections over many years, many lifetimes. Therefore, the purpose to talk about this for karmic connection, the cause condition. Okay? Any other questions? Any other questions? Are you guys still there? Hey, Linda.
I have a question, Geshe.
Okay.
Could you describe all the steps of the bodhicitta method that combine the two methods?
Carol.
the 장주심 깨달은 니였어라. 깨달은 니디 주 dombe 네 깨달은 데 간다랬어. 니 dombe 림바데 간다랬다.
dombe 니 깨달은 간다랬어. 가제 곰을 가는 자 곰 거래서. 나 대디 슈 체주로 오잖아. 나전이 이제 곰도 슈 체고서 와.
말당아도 다 다신냠제 당아도 다 막이 가서 마셔 된데 대선을 마시네 되네 막 잠반 인적 없어 되네 신에 되네 다신냠 정보라. 다 림바선 림바도 들었다.
알레레레레. 아 이게 맛이.
어디서?
아버지 이제 따님 공부 그래서 따님 공부. 근데 맛이 전체 저zo 영어 시험 받은 이제 공부가 좀 많이 맞지.
So the steps are like, of course, that's called equanimity, that you that you meditate at the beginning, before you develop the thought of recognizing all sentient beings as your mother, and it is called that they have all been same. The sentient beings are all same to us. If they have been enemy, then they're equally been enemy. If they have been friend, then they have been equal, equally friend to all of them has been equally friend to us, or stranger, and so forth. So then you equalize in that way, and then after that, then you develop that thought, thinking that all these sentient beings has been my mother, and then after that you think about their kindness, and when they have been your mother, and then develop the thought wanting to repay the kindness. And then there comes the special thought after that, right? And so you want to repay the kindness of the sentient beings, when they have been mother, but even when they have not been your mother, then they have been very kind to you in many different ways, right? So then think about that, and then after that, then comes the thought wanting to, so how do you repay their kindness to them is by bringing love and by bringing happiness to them, so which is called the love, right? Affection and love, wanting them to be happy, and then then you develop the compassion, which is wishing them to be free from the suffering. So at that time, then you think about all beings and yourself as being equal in wanting to be happy and not wanting any suffering. So that's the equanimity of the equalizing and exchanging self with others at that time. And then after that, and then so then you develop that equalizing the self with others, and then cherishing others, because so when you put the steps of combining both of those methods, then that's when you start. You go from the beginning, recognize all senior of mother, all the way down to wishing to repay their kindness, and the love and the affection, love, and compassion. And then from that point, then you develop that thought, wanting to cherish others, and not cherishing oneself like that. So you combine around that area. And so therefore, it's called that the equalizing and exchanging self with other is for more advanced or sharp faculty practitioners.
Tiga ta lojong nyamlo ngota daja pena lojong tende ma sia dang ane lojong tuji ma nyamle ta tende ma go.
And so only at that point, when you develop the affection and love and compassion, then you can and apply those teachings of the 7-point thought transformation and the Edwards mind training and so forth into the practice there.
어제 ane tende nije tende lasam ane tende ta chanju changre.
And so then after that, then comes the great compassion, and then the superior intention, and then from there, then you develop the bodhicitta. So that way of developing bodhicitta, through the equalizing and exchanging self with others, is for sharp faculty practitioners.
제가 다 전에 내가 다자님 이제 만지게 들었다 마치 영어 샤바만 로다 있다. 냠내 제베깔은 이제 패션 라다지는 이제 곰고기들. 곰 제베깔은.
And so you have to go through that when you do the practice. So, but when it is explained in the text, there's like a sevenfold cause and instruction is sevenfold cause and effect instruction, sevenfold, the 6 causes, and then the last one, the result, the bodhicitta. And then there's equalizing and exchanging self with others is the other method explained in the text as 2 different methods. But when you do the practice, you go through all of them.
제가 근데변 하섬 세대 다대 말하는 책도 삼이 생기시 못 되고 그러고 대지 와서만 되네 되게야 다 이제 샤주 샘다 고 되고다.
And then, like not just living at the thought and wishing them to be happy and wishing them to be free from suffering, but thinking that I myself have to do something to bring happiness to them, and do something to eliminate their suffering. So you take the responsibility upon yourself to do that, not just wanting them to be free from the suffering and be happy, but also thinking that I must do something, and then that naturally leads you to develop the bodhicitta, which is thinking, and I must achieve to the Punnadmi, because only who can do that is when someone who becomes Buddha, and so therefore I must become Buddha. So I must become Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings, or in order to eliminate their suffering, and in order to bring them happiness. So when the thought comes, then that's called the bodhicitta.
Okay. Yes.
My question is, if you said that 7-fold cause and effect instructions are for dull faculty, bodhisattvas, and that the equalizing, exchanging self and others method is for sharp faculty, but both can achieve bodhicitta, right? So is it just a matter of how long it takes?
말은 지 마는 다자냠쟁 오늘 쇼데 슈체도 그 노보도 거 아니 남주 예레명한테 듣고 갈래야 갈도 그래.
Yeah, that's right. So it takes longer to go through the 7-fold cause and instruction, and the equalizing, exchanging self with others, is more stronger because the practice is very powerful. So when you do that practice, then it becomes faster to generate bodhicitta.
For example, like someone we need to make the whole by hand and the mission. Same, but hand can be whole, but mission just one time, like that. Okay. Any other questions?
Geshe, just can I ask a follow-up question? Thank you very much. When you mentioned before that combining the 2 methods, then once the superior intention has been developed after the 7-fold cause and effect method has been gone through, then would you start at the beginning of the equalizing, exchanging oneself and others, but the thinking about the demerits of cherishing oneself and the merits of cherishing others, and then go from there? Is that how they combine together?
So.
다시 다시 냠적이다 냠바 체저라. Amboda, Temnyambacha, and then Martin, Dashin, Jabot, and the Zimajara. And around Jabot, around the Panda, changes the Gometer. So the Tenel Kare, that you didn't do Chadon, Sad, and the Shin, Google address.
이래가 더 찾아보고 말해. 근데 맛이 또 이제 가로 다 대토 걸. 소 이제 지금 제 말.
Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, not after you have completed the sevenfold course of instruction, but in the middle, like you have gone through up to the developing that affection and love, and then there comes this. So from there, then you say, oh, they are all same as myself, wanting to be happy. Yeah, so they all are same. So that's why you equalize at that point, with others. So equalizing there. The equanimity, like equalizing and exchange yourself with others. So that equanimity is thinking all beings, equal as oneself in wanting to be happy. So earlier, like we talk about, they're all equal in being an enemy, in being friends, right? So now in this equanimity at the level below is when you have developed the affection and love, wanting them to be happy, because they are all same as myself, wanting to be happy. They are all same as myself, wanting to be free from suffering. So that's the kind of equalization, there at that point. And then there's so now, because not only like equalizing, but now because they are more important than myself, so I should cherish them more. That comes so at that point of affection and love and compassion. And during that time, then you also combine that practice of equalizing and exchanging self with others. And then after that, then comes the special thought or the superior intention, which is the taking responsibility upon oneself to bring happiness to others and to eliminate their suffering. And now, then after that, then they say, okay, so I want to do that, but can I do it myself right now? No, I cannot. In order to do that, I have to become a Buddha. So now I want to become a Buddha in order to eliminate their suffering and in order to bring them happiness. And then that comes the bodhicitta.
Thank you, Geshe.
Okay. Okay, now we stop. Okay, thank you. Next week we'll go to the book, okay? Okay, gentlemen.
Not next week.
Yeah.
Rinpoche's here.
Yeah.
Following week.
Okay. Following week.
Okay. All right.
Maybe Jennifer, you can go call him. He's not here. Okay, you can. Yeah, you can go outside. Okay, you can start.
All right, turn to page 39 of the prayer book, please. For my two collections, vast space that I have amassed from working with them in this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose mind, wisdom eye is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my lives and dreams. May I find the best of complete graded paths of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhas by practicing. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings with the points of the path that I have discerned. May I uphold Buddha's teachings for a very long time. With my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread, or once spread have declined, may I reveal the treasure of happiness and gain. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace, and the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time. May even this great course to enlightenment completed due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their children. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversities and make things conducive for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives through the purest path praised by the Buddhas. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold Mahayana virtue practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit and joy, may Lord Tenzin Gyatso Chenrezig remain in life till samsara's end. Tong ni ning je sunu sune lam she she sa ze gam chen chen pu shana demo tenze jazo so Page 49, and we'll read the short, long life prayer for Lama Zopa, but we're going to end it with on the last page, on the last line. Please return it swiftly. I'll do it in English, right? You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Master's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplishes magnificent prayers, honoring and rituals, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please return swiftly. Your form embodies all Buddhas, your nature is that of Vajradhara, you are the root of the three jewels, homage to you, O Guru. In short, I seek your blessings, O protector, to be cared for by you from birth unremittingly throughout all my lives, and thus to become your chief disciple, holding every secret of your body, speech, and mind. O protector, please grant that all be auspicious for me to be foremost among your very first circle of disciples, wherever you manifest Buddhahood, so that all my temporal and ultimate wishes, without exception, may be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. In all my lives, never separated from perfect gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma by completing the qualities of the stages of paths. May I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Furthermore, in life after life, may I, pleasing him in return, be forever fostered by an accomplished Mahayana spiritual master, the source of every virtue of this world and beyond. In his care, may I acquire in him a firm, unshakable faith, pleasing him by every means possible, doing nothing even for an instant to disappoint. May my spiritual master impart to me every instruction and every teaching in its entirety. Having understood them flawlessly, may I practice them and be able to bring them to perfection. May I never even for a moment fall under the sway of malevolent teachers and misleading friends. Having developed in every life the linking cause and effect, renunciation, devoting mind, and pure view, may I embark upon them continually with effortless experience. In every life, may every virtuous act gathered by way of body, speech, and mind be causes solely for the welfare of others and for the purest and highest enlightenment. Page 57, prayers of dedication. Through this virtue may I swiftly, having gained Guru Buddha state, placing each and every sentient being, without exception, in that state. Precious supreme Bodhi mind, may it where unborn arise, and where born never decline, but increase forevermore. We'll finish on page 75. Raising